The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says they found the three men responsible for the 2022 murder of a rising South Florida rapper.
And NBC6 reporter Amanda Plasencia has the details on these new arrests from the Miami-Dade County Jail in Northwest Miami-Dade. Amanda?
Grand Rising. I hope everybody blessed and highly favored on this beautiful day, man. Today, where we at with today in these YouTube streets, man? Today, we gonna be right in the backyard today, man. Dade County, right in my backyard, man. We gonna be speaking on two local rappers, man, that had some issues in the streets. And just recently, a couple of days ago, that woke these demons back up is that one of the rappers known as Wavy Pooh, some of y'all may know of him, but he was an up-and-coming rapper. He was representing Brown Sub, and he just had done signed to QC, the record label out of Atlanta. You know, the same guys that signed the City Girls and all that, right? And the breaking news, I see a couple of the vloggers been tapping in on it. It's been 3 years since he was murdered. And if you don't know, when he got murdered, it was a broad daylight hit. And it looked like some shit straight out of Training Day when they caught Denzel at the end of the movie and aired him out. You get what I'm saying? That's what came to my mind when I seen that, right? But they just, you know, allegedly grabbed 3 young dudes that's supposed to be responsible for his murder. But before we get deep into it, man, I'd like y'all to like, share, subscribe, comment, man. And to all my leaders that's already subscribed to the channel, man, salute to y'all. I appreciate everything y'all been doing, rocking with the OG, man. And let's get straight to it, right? I see a lot of these, you know, a couple of big name bloggers done broke this story, right? Since it happened a couple of days ago with that they got a couple of these guys for the murder, right? And it seemed like to me, guys been tiptoeing around it. I don't know if it's respect for Fred Rari or, you know, fear. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? But I'm from Miami, man, and I'm going to give it to you raw over here on the OG perspective, man. I'm going to share my perspective with y'all, man, and y'all can get in the comments. Y'all can let me know what y'all feel, man, about what I'm saying about the situation. Because that area right there, that's one of my areas, man. The Poking Beans, 6-1, all up through there, that's one of my areas. I cut through there every day. I still got some homies that I'm tight with that reside and always stayed right there off in that square. And so I was out there during this time, man. I can remember all the heat that was going on in the streets, man. All the beefing between the Sub and them boys off of 13th, right? They had the streets hot, man, because one of my stoves wasn't too far from there. And the one dude, the Wavy Navy dude, he done actually came through my stoves a couple of times because that stove there was off 22nd Avenue. But, so, I was around and paying attention. As far as Fred Rari, I done seen him a few times up there at that stove. You get what I'm saying? And I done bumped into him and spoke to him on an occasion that I can remember. But, you know, he didn't know me. And I really ain't know him, but I know him and them other little dudes, their name was ringing around there in the area. You get what I'm saying? And I'm the type of nigga, if a nigga don't know of me, it ain't my business to try to tell you who I am. So it was just, a respectable thing. I seen him. I spoke to him. You know, all them little young dudes used to be up there by the stove. And y'all already know, ever since, well, I ain't gonna say y'all already know, but ever since they took the stove from off, closed down the stove off 6-1 and 14th, the stove right there on 62nd, across from the Poking Bean, the 3 stoves right there, mainly the Machiavelli stove. Them stoves is, you know, famous stoves right there. And it's a lot of cat and dog, you know, cat and mouse, and a few snakes, some shit that go on around there. That stove, like the moth to the light, them 3 stoves right there across from the beans. And everybody from the hood, from the crib too, know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? A nigga gonna run out and try to grab their little snack. As many of niggas done lost their lives trying to run out the shadows and get to them stoves, one or 3 of them stoves, and got their life cut short. You get what I'm saying? Trying to get a snack or trying to get something to roll up, some shit like that there. So that area was just that treacherous like that there. Like I said, it was a lot of cat and dog. It's a lot of cat and mouse shit going on around there. And there was definitely some motherfucking snakes through that area, man. But I'm saying all that to say this, man. The square right there, it's always been some shit going on around there in that area, man. And them boys wasn't only beefing with the sub, them boys was beefing with 13th and 14th was beef. You get what I'm saying? So shit get real retarded around there, right? And now that this done surfaced with these alleged killers supposed to have, you know, be behind the killing of Wavy Navy Pooh, I know a lot of people going back to the internet and they implicating Fred Rari. And you know, the streets whisper about shit. So I wouldn't be surprised, man. But I see people tiptoeing around this shit and they going back to old videos where these young dudes talking crazy on camera about each other. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes that shit can come back and bite you in the ass. Now, when I look at this whole thing right here from a real Miami street nigga point of view that once used to play in them streets in a real way, like these young dudes right here, I look at a couple of things, right? We gonna look at, they got these 3 dudes. But this my take on it, right? I think, you know, even before Fred Rari, before Wavy Navy Pooh, the subs in the city used to beef. The city and Overtown used to beef. So it'd be little beefs. You get what I'm saying? So this ain't nothing new. So them boys was doing what was been going on. You get what I'm saying? And then you had the rap element got into it. So it made the shit more public. You get what I'm saying? When the rappers started this drill rapping and telling everything in their rap. So that's what made it heightened to how it is today, right? But between those 2 camps right there, you know, you got to look at it. If you don't know, you got to look at it like this here. A lot of these young dudes, when it came to that sliding and riding type shit, they had affiliates in other hoods also. You know, I would say allies, niggas that they rock with that wasn't necessarily down with they crew, but they was associated. So a nigga do a favor for a favor. You get what I'm saying? Or a nigga trying to work their way in to a certain group of niggas. You get what I'm saying? Because at this time, when all this was going on, killing had done became a fame again, like the hot boys say. So all these young niggas was trying to see who can get the most bodies in the hood. You get what I'm saying? And if you was out of any one of these hoods, especially the poking beans, right? If you was outside during that time, anybody can put a body on you. Just by you being outside, a nigga will put your name with a body or put a body on you. You get what I'm saying? So you had the Fred Roberts, his name was ringing. Allegedly, you get what I'm saying? But he wasn't the only dude over there. All them young dudes that came from out the poking beans, all of those young dudes came up hard, man, with a hard life. You get what I'm saying? And once again, like I'm saying, if you came outside, any one of them dudes can get a body put on them because there was so much shit going on over there, right? And me personally, when I first heard of the young dude, Fred Robbery, I'm speaking on right now, because like I told y'all, I used to be in the industry. A dude told me it was a young nigga coming from out of the poking beans that really was like that, and he was making noise. You get what I'm saying? So I first got up on him. Dudes put me up on him about the music. You get what I'm saying? He was talking that talk. You get what I'm saying? The new drill shit was going out. They said he was the next up. That's how I got up on him. You get what I'm saying? As far as the other stuff in the streets, you know, if you from the streets, you know the streets be whispering, and nowadays they talking too, man. But I guess they picked him up for a couple of bodies, and he beat a couple of bodies, and evidently, I guess they had the wrong man. You get what I'm saying? With the right plan. So, because he beat those bodies. But at the same time, like I tell y'all, if you really from the hood and you know what time it is, man, if you outside, this shit can happen. So I wouldn't say, but he got a name. Once you get picked up and ride that county for that type of shit, you can get a name for doing certain things, even though you really ain't do that there. You get what I'm saying? But if people gonna look at you, it's gonna always be a mystery. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's what happened with the young dude, Fred Robbery. You get what I'm saying? And over time, I think some people, you know, what it looked like to me, I'm going to just tell you my point of view. It looked like he had people that had love for him. He had people that, you know, had hate for him. You get what I'm saying? So it looked like to me he was more feared than loved in the city. That's just what it looked like to me. I think the fear overshadowed everything, the mystery about if he really did this, or is he really that boogeyman. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what happened with that. Now, as far as Wavy, Navy, Pooh escalating this beef that played out off in these YouTube streets 3 years ago, yes. When he went over there in the beans to the store, when he went over there and made that video, I think that took things to the next level. You get what I'm saying? Because in Miami, we don't play them type of games. I see that shit on the internet up the road. You get what I'm saying? Niggas do that shit. I'm in the out hood and all that shit. In Miami, that shit don't play. You get what I'm saying? So that was a bad move on his behalf. And I'm going to say this also. If he would have got whacked that night, knocked off that night at that store or somewhere around there in that vicinity, I think to search for a trigger man, you might have been in the right area to look for the trigger man who left him there, if that would have happened. But ain't nothing happened to him that night when he came over there in the ops hood. He came over there to the main store. You get what I'm saying? And I think that took it to another level, and I think that took the beef to outsiders. You get what I'm saying? Because now when you go to that store and you pop your shit in front of that store, you not only disrespecting Fred Robbery, you ain't only you disrespecting every nigga in that section right there. Because you making the section look like it's pussy, and a nigga from another section can come over there and do shit like this here. So when he did that, he put his own open season on his own head when he did that move right there. Because we don't rock like that in Dade County. When you come through a nigga area like that, you come through there about that business. You come through there to handle shit. All that coming through there with that play, shooting videos and shit, that ain't gonna happen. You get what I'm saying? That wasn't a good move to make. Cause now, just like I said, they ain't gonna know who killed you if you come up missing. Because like I said, when you come pull a move like that, you done put everybody, you done disrespected everybody in this section right here. Not just the nigga you came over there to have beef with, because it's all type of gangsters over there. So ain't no telling who took that hit or took it upon themselves to get on your line. Because you done dropped your line out there in the wrong area with the bullshit. Ain't no telling what hopped on on his line after he did that stunt right there. You get what I'm saying? And from me looking at these young dudes, these 3 dudes they got right here on this news, right? To me, they don't look like no seasoned sliders to the OG. They look like some dudes that's trying to make themselves in to get respected and run with these crews. So I won't be surprised. I could be wrong, but they don't look like the product from out the beans, no seasoned sliders. Even if they from anywhere around that area. And the one Chico, he got North Miami, so he clearly from North Miami. You get what I'm saying? So if they are the ones that killed Pooh, they was trying to get down with a crew. They was trying to fit in somewhere. And I highly think that Fred Rari, them boys off of 13th, had something to do with getting Pooh knocked off. If they would have caught his ass that night with that bullshit up there to that store, probably so. I would have betted, yeah. But that shit right there, I don't think them boys tied into that right there, man. It's right now, it's a toss-up. Anybody could have killed that dude, because these dudes, like I said, they don't look like seasoned sliders that come out the trenches of that area. Because like I said, that's one of my sections. And I could be wrong. You get what I'm saying? But with the shit, how they did that shit, them niggas around there in that section right there, them niggas ain't doing no shit like that. How he went and rented that car. Them niggas riding in stolos, man. Them niggas gonna steal some shit and they gonna slide. They got that much sense to know not to slide in no car you done rented, and then you gonna go and abandon the car. So now you making the car look suspect because you abandoned my car. If I'm the renter, so this must be the car they talking about was in this killing. So like I said, a lot of things stick out to me that these dudes wasn't, whatever they was trying to be down with, this looked like that's what it was. And 9 times out of 10, they gonna get to the bottom of it real quick, because one of them, the other 2 gonna tell on them, man. So, at the end of the day, I know this shit finna blow back up, and it's opening up a lot of wounds about shit. And I don't think them boys off of 13 responsible for that shit. This is just the OG perspective. In my opinion, I don't think they responsible for that, man. And both of them camps, the subs and them boys from out the poking beans, was making, organized noise with them sticks before any one of them signed a deal. Because, Fred Rari signed with Wavy and Lucci, right? And matter of fact, while I'm saying that, y'all check out. I'm gonna let y'all hear a couple of they discs, man.
He's savage, but he's scared of us. Quit to let it blow. You know my niggas some shooters. Hey, we don't do no talking. We ain't with the computers. Black leaders of our days, yeah, my. Self-motivation, nigga, Rari, nigga. Huh? First 48, nigga, poker beans, nigga. 13, nigga. Fuck the ops, nigga. I stay away, Reebok. He was talking all that raw, got him wet in traffic. Smoking on new op, that's just one of my bad habits. Diamond dancing on my neck, you think my...
So, y'all already see, both of them boys was talking real greasy in the streets. You get what I'm saying? And like I was finna say before, both of these dudes, before they got signed, I ain't gonna say these dudes, before they got signed, you know, both of these sections was making organized noise with that stick talk. You get what I'm saying? In Miami. You get what I'm saying? In the section. Cause like I said, my store was dead in between both of the sections. So I used to hear this shit every night. At one point in time, that shit was every night. I'm talking about sounding like Kuwait, Iraq somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So it was going down, man. And it's sad, man, you know, that both of those dudes got signed, you know, and how it turned out with that dude getting killed, Wavy Navy, at the start of his career as soon as he got signed. You get what I'm saying? So y'all young dudes, man, the things y'all do for attention, man, a lot of y'all, man, y'all gonna have to tighten up, man. And like I say, all that shit was kind of senseless, man, what them dudes was doing as far as the OG concerned. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, it's a new day. It's a new era, man. Them dudes be doing what they be doing. And like I said, you know, the rap game intertwining with the streets ain't really no good recipe, man. It's a recipe for disaster, man. And I think that at the end of the day, you know, even though it looked bad, that's why I say when you look at it right now, speaking on Fred Rari, he been doing, since that dude been dead, man, he continued to make music, and he been doing a lot of good in the community as far as, you know, working with the youth, man. He got the YFN, the little football team, man, and it seemed like the dude was came into transition into being a young, successful businessman, man. So I liked that and saluted that about the dude. You get what I'm saying? I respect that to the utmost, man. And I'm hoping that, you know, he can stay on that side of things, man, and stay transitioning. Because this shit, you know, I know everybody gonna be speaking, whispering about, you know, it might be looking bad for him, man. And in a way, man, I know he wish he wouldn't have made that diss song 3 years ago, right after Wavy Navy got killed, man. Because, you know, I think it was the perfect opportunity as far as how these young rappers market themselves now. That dude got killed and then you make the song. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, if dude really would have been behind that, you know, I doubt if he would have made a song, man. So I think he capitalized off his ops getting knocked off, man. And he didn't really say he did it. He just basically made a song and let the people deal with it, how they gonna deal with it. And that's, you know, that just was some marketing on that drill rap shit. And was it a good move? Was it a good look? I wouldn't have done it. You get what I'm saying? Me personally, you get what I'm saying? I think right now, I think he wish he wouldn't have done that shit. You get what I'm saying? With all this shit going on right now. But at the time, man, you know, I think he was a little bit more lost than he is right now. And he did that shit, man. And right now, if it don't come back to bite him in the ass, it's still gonna bring an unwanted look on him, especially since he been doing this good work in the community, man, and you know, locking in with the youth and doing things for the troubled kids that came up probably how he came up. You get what I'm saying? So I think he probably wish he wouldn't have did that video, man. And you know, for all you niggas that jump on here that ain't from the county of Dade, man, and try to bring up these old videos and all this shit here, man, and try to run wild with it, man, I think y'all chasing a motherfucking ghost, man. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't think that dude that stupid. You get what I'm saying? And me being from the streets and me being him at one point in time in life, man, you know, I can identify with a young nigga on his level because I was once a young nigga out there in that fashion. You get what I'm saying? Fast in the streets like that, man. So, you know, I can understand. But I don't think, you know, I think you chase the ghost as far as trying to pin that on him, man. And like I said, the dude been doing some good things in the community, man. And that's all I can really say about the dude. You know, he been doing this thing, man, and I hope this shit don't overshadow the shit he been doing, man, because it looked like he been working hard, man. But at the end of the day, y'all young niggas got to make better decisions, man. You can't just only be living for the day, man. You got to be living for the future, man. And I think if y'all watching this right now, some of you young dudes, man, it was a lot to learn in this shit right now. First of all, y'all do too much rapping on this internet about street shit and then want to make songs about it. That's y'all's first mistake. Y'all second mistake is, you know, y'all jump off the porch and y'all think y'all know everything, man. But you niggas is little boys, to be honest with you. Y'all little boys, man, and y'all playing some grown man shit, man. Cause you niggas' brains ain't even developed all the way. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, a nigga got to overlook you, but at the same time, watch out for you young niggas, man. Cause y'all don't know no better, man. That's why it's a must that the OGs and the young dudes, man, open that gate of communication, man, and start tapping in with each other, man. Because, you know, a lot of this shit what y'all going through, y'all bring a lot of shit on y'all own, and you can't win, man. And when you go on the war, fuck what anybody tell you, man. Don't nobody win, man. You get what I'm saying? And it ain't going to be peace all the time. It's going to be times to go to war. You get what I'm saying? But this everyday shit, this shit y'all doing about who blocked and who gonna kill the most, man, as y'all can see right now, this shit run back down on you, especially when you don't know how to do this shit the right way and doing all that rapping. It's 3 years later, they got these dudes allegedly for killing Wavy Navy Pooh, man. And now this shit is 3 years later, niggas' whole lives done changed. Like Fred Rari, his whole life done changed. You think he really feel like how he feel when he made that fucking diss song? No. Do you think he want that attention, that negative shit on him right now 3 years later? No, he not even the same man. Not even fully the same man. And like I said, man, he kind of remind me of one of my homeboys, man, so much. One of my fallen comrades, man. He remind me a little Itchy, man. You know, a lot of his aura remind me of him, man, and they came from some of the same places, but every time I see that dude, he remind me of my dog, man. But I don't know, man. It's the OG perspective, man. I'm just giving y'all my take on it, man. And y'all get in the comments, man. Y'all think they gonna try to pin this up on Fred Robbery? Y'all think these young dudes tied in to the boys off 13th, man? Do you think these young dudes, one of them got a tattoo in North Miami, the other one, do y'all think these dudes got any type of affiliation with the Poking Bean, the 13th boys, or what? Y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what's going on, man. And y'all let me know, man. If y'all rocking with the OG, man, y'all smack that subscribe button, man. Y'all like, y'all share, y'all get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about this right now, this breaking news, man. And y'all let me know. Who remember the store over there, man? The Machiavelli store. Y'all remember the Machiavelli? Machiavelli was the top store around there at one time. Right there. You get what I'm saying? But y'all, you know, y'all get in the comments. Y'all let the OG know, man. Like I said, man, y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe, man. And y'all already know my motto, man. I'ma keep dropping just as long as y'all keep watching. This the OG perspective. I'm out.
king is back.